right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 789 on this beautiful summer evening. If you're in Southern California, you know exactly what I mean. Where did the temperature go? It went from a beautiful fall to 100.
Yeah.
Like, I already put my shorts away. I have pants out. My sweatshirts are out. My hoodies are out. Why is it 100 degrees outside? I'm just saying, it is sweltering.
Make up
But
your mind.
in reality, though, it's October. Just don't tell California that. Anyways, I'm glad everybody's here. I'm happy that all of you are here. And man, we had a great week of a lot of passers. We've had a lot of things going on. Tonight, we're going to do the Series 6. We're going to have 6 questions from 6 different exams, answered with techniques, some content, some great stuff going on. We're going to have that learning. But first, we got to prepare you for the weekend. Oh my goodness, we got a lot going on this weekend. October is crazy. This is like, I think the October, November, December, these are the 3 months where weekends are super distracting, especially if you have kids. It is like something going on every dang weekend, right? Every dang weekend. You got to prepare yourself for that. You have to get your studying in early. If you got to wake up before the roosters crow to go get your study on, that's what you got to do. If you got to stay up late with the crickets and the I don't know what else is up late.
Mosquitoes.
It is right now, but back east they're already asleep because it's cold. Not here. It's 1,000 degrees. It's like Panama. Anyways, you just stay up late. You got to do what you got to do, right?
Sure.
You got to do what you got to do. Do you want me to tell you it's going to be super easy and convenient? It's not. You can make it whatever you want to, but sometimes sacrifices have to be made.
Yes.
And that's just the bottom line. Sacrifices have to be, what am I going to do? Sugarcoat it for you?
Nah, man.
What am I going to sugarcoat it for you? You don't need coating. You guys are all adults. If you want something and it's something that not everybody has, there's going to be some sacrifices that are going to have to be made. You're going to have to put some time in. You're going to have to put some work in. It doesn't have to be for long. It doesn't have to be forever. It doesn't have to be a sentence. You make it that way. You can easily make it a nice, easy process where you can get through this stuff. Just keep consistent. Don't take time off. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't take time off this weekend. It only pushes the clock forward backward, right?
Yes, backwards.
Anyways, it makes it a longer process.
Yes.
Much longer than it needs to be. So I want you guys to really keep that in mind this weekend as all the distractions pile in quicker than that candy into a bucket, right? I'm just saying you guys got to make sure that you keep those distractions at bay. Make sure you plan your weekend properly. Get it done early. Set yourself up for success, not failure. And that's what I want to say. And also, look, if you recently tested and it didn't work out for you, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
You just got to get back up again. You got to just keep on swinging. That doesn't define who you are as a person. Especially, guys, if you're studying for this and you feel like you don't understand it, it's not working for you, this isn't, you feel like it's over your head, this material is overwhelming, get that out of your head.
That's negative talk.
That's negative talk. Nothing's over your head, and you are smart enough. You're brilliant enough to be on here. You're brilliant enough to want to change your life. That's better than most people. And you're willing to get yourself out there and really try something new that you never thought you would ever do. You got all the makings of success. You just have to believe in yourself. You really do. And just, if you get knocked down a few times, so what? That's how you learn to walk too. Thank goodness you didn't have that same mentality when you're trying to walk, or you'd still be crawling or rolling around, whatever it is, how far you got. There's no such thing as success without failure. There's nothing without, you gotta have failure or you're just not gonna have success. You show me somebody that's never failed, I'll show you somebody that's never really tried anything, who's never challenged themselves. Some things come easier to some people, some things are difficult. So what? Everybody's got their own thing they gotta get through. You can do it. And you just got to put it in a priority, get focused on it, and make it happen. That's it.
Heck yeah.
That's all. There's nobody better than you. No one's better than you. No one. The only thing anybody ever does maybe is they make better choices. And that's easily fixed. That's easily fixed. That's it. That's all there is to it. So as we start this thing tonight, I want you to keep that in mind, get you fired up. Let's go right into it, Brandy. Let's get this thing going. We have our own on-demand videos and audios, guys. We have our own material that gets you through this process quick and easy, or slow as you want. Gets you through the material. It's easier to understand. Brandy put it brilliantly this morning. I can't remember how she said it, but it gets really through the content in a way that, you know, it's a lot easier to understand. And plus, unlike everybody else, we actually teach you how to read these questions, how to really read these exam questions. Content does nothing if you don't know how to read the questions and how to apply it and how to get the answer and how to get what you just learned into a right answer on the screen. You can know how all these things work. You could rewrite a whole book yourself. But if you can't get the answers and you don't know how you're looking at them and why you keep getting it wrong, and you don't have anybody to help you with that, it's just going to be a vicious cycle. It's a treadmill. You can't fix what you don't know how to, if someone's not helping you fix that thing, right? You can't fix it. You don't know what's broken. You don't even know where you're missing it. We provide all that. We have the small group tutoring. We even have some individuals who are willing to actually tutor people one-on-one. We'll be starting that soon. We got a few people that are wanting to do it. We'll be setting that up. We have a whole lot of stuff that we're going to be coming out with in the next few months. I don't want to give it all out there, but I want you guys to get excited about it. Get yourself studying. Get yourself in a position to really change your life in the next few months. There's going to be a lot of people complaining as always. You know, guys, things in this government, things in this country, you know, it has its ups and downs. And there's some people in the downs still learn to go upward.
Yes.
And then there's some people that just go downward, even when it's going upward.
And that is true.
It doesn't matter what season it is. It's always fall for them.
Right.
So all I'm saying is you got to make a choice. Get on with the study guides, SIE 663, $20 each. They are ebooks. Orientation Replay explains it all. Discord, that is our Kona community. That's where you can ask questions, get questions, post questions. You're going to be able to get your tutoring over there soon. You can do your own study groups over there, your VCs. It's awesome. We got that. We also have the link tree there to scan the QR code. So that's where you can get connected to all that. Scan the code or hit the links in the chat for it. For me, it's 866-HEY-KONA, 866-439-5662. That's where you can reach me at, or on the Telegram. Also, we have live session reminder tomorrow. We have 63 live. Last week, we didn't have a lot of questions, so we didn't record it.
That is very true.
So if there's not anybody on there asking questions, we ain't going to record it, just so you know. Or we'll do a one-on-one with whoever's there, or a 2-on-1 or 3, whatever.
That's what happened.
So, and sometimes those SIE sneak in there, and Brandy's like, well, since you're here, and we just go off script. But it is your question Friday for the 63. They have priority. So if you're studying for the 63, show up.
Yes.
Get those questions answered. Starts at 8 a.m. in Hawaii, 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. the East. All right. If you're not following me on Instagram, I wish you would. Because when they give me a picture and they let me know, guess what?
What?
Guess what?
What?
We added another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we got passers! We got passers! Again, I forgot to give you the graphics for that. So you can take off that. I just want to say congratulations to our passers. We had a couple passers. I want to say congratulations to Marivik. Look on my screen right here. Hi.
Yeah. I didn't see it.
Marivik? Marie, I apologize. I don't know how to say your name properly. I apologize. This is where I wish I should send you that picture, Brandy, so you can put it up there. SIE, congratulations. Can you read that right here? I'll pull that picture for you.
Yes. Sort of, because I can't with my mic.
What helped me pass is I watched over and over again the videos of the most difficult subject for me, which was options, and then I had repeatedly read the tables and the guides and the formulas, and the day before my exam, the test taking strategies helped me a lot. That's it, right, Brandy?
Yeah, that's it. I got the pictures.
Oh, Brandy's got the pictures. See, I'm trying to do two things at once. Guys, that's what we offer. I mean, that's awesome. She just used our program to the fullest right there. It was on the Discord, did ask some questions. We are extremely honored and proud to help you pass that SIE and get this thing done. I know you're already off and running for the 6, but guys, yeah, we teach you the test taking techniques. More importantly, why you got it wrong, why you got it wrong, right? Why you got it right. That's what I just talked about. It is one of those things to help you succeed. You got to know where you're going right and where you're going wrong, and then learn from it. Everything is a learning process when you're learning, and then being able to apply the knowledge, of course, and learning how to read those questions. Congratulations, looking good with that SIE pass notice. So glad to get you into the Kona Hall of Fame. She was like, "Oh, it'd be an honor to be on there." No, it's an honor to have you,
Yes,
and an honor to have you in the family. So congratulations. Let's get that next one.
yes.
All right, next one up. We had a Series 65 passer. Congratulations to Brady Bishop on passing the Series 65. Oh my goodness. I know Brandy, what before I tell you what he said about what worked, what do you have to add? Because I know you worked with him. The character.
Actually, he's going through a career change himself, and he's actually going to be his friend who has been in financial services for a while asked him, "Hey, there's nobody I would rather join my independent firm than you, because we've been friends forever." And so, guys, he got his license so that he can help out his friend's business. How rad is that? And so they're going to be working in an independent advising firm. It is just so rad to help out like small businesses like that.
Yeah. So congratulations. This is what Brady had to say about passing. He said, "Andy and Brandy, I wanted to thank you both and your KonaButterflyz program in helping me pass my Series 65 exam in 5 weeks! Exclamation point. Just a quick summary of my journey. I scored 70% 2 years ago after using the Exam FX program back when the passing requirement was 72% or better. Since that time, I did not study anything and continue to work in an unrelated field. I'm unsponsored, and 5 weeks ago, I signed up with KonaButterflyz and purchased just the Kaplan Q Bank per Andy's recommendation. I never even looked at any textbook study materials for the 65 other than the Kona videos. All I did was quizzes from the Kaplan Q Bank and watched replays of the test taking techniques and some of the replays of topics that I was struggling with. My mentality going into my exam this morning was get 95% on 60% of the questions with a standard deviation of 5 and get 33% on the remaining 40% of the test with a beta of 1.2 and an alpha of 3.4.
Y'all, if you're studying the 65, you get it.
With an equation of that, how could you not win? I'm just saying.
I love it.
Brandy, I just want to say, Brady, if you're watching this, and everybody else, I cannot express the amount of laughter that Brandy had when I read that to her. Oh my gosh. You think that, I don't know, name a comic. You think you were doing stand up in there.
I don't even know. I don't even know if the math is right, but it was hilarious.
She's like, that is the best. So we appreciate your nerddom, and we appreciate the fact that you wrote that out. It was very nice.
Super.
And guys, like we told you, test taking techniques. We go over, we have topics that will, we have videos on topics that really help you out with when you're struggling, bring up those low areas. We really help you guys out. He did take advantage of the one-on-ones. He took advantage of everything that we had to offer in those 5 weeks and just got it done.
Yep.
Got it done. By the way, if you're studying the 65 outside of like Primerica, dude, I'm telling you guys, our program is a third of the cost.
Heck yeah, it is.
Because most programs are about $1,000 to $1,200 to do your 65.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're $75.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, he's moving on up. He's leveling up. Congratulations, Brady Bishop. I can't wait to see what you do with your friend. I would love to go see your firm and just check out what you guys are building.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And thank you so much for that testimonial. That's awesome. Thank you to all you passers. But it's not about them. It's about you guys.
That's right.
It's about you getting your pass notice. It's about talking about you. I want you to be selfish. I want you to be selfish. I want you to be selfish and get yours. I
Yes.
want you to put the work in to elevate and get yours. You deserve it. Why not? So let's talk about getting this thing done by going over some questions tonight.
Yes.
Brandy's got questions from the SIE, the 663, 2665, and Series 7. We're going to have some content. We're going to have some techniques. Let's just go.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're going to start off with good old 26, because why not?
Why not?
Why not? All right. They are commonly referred to as mutual funds. Their shares are bought and sold in the same manner as the stock of regular corporations. They may continuously offer their shares to the public, or there is no secondary market for outstanding shares. That's right. Somebody put it in the chat right away. I noticed it too. The good old ands. There is just something.
I love a good and.
And it's crazy because that is not how I got to this correct answer. What I did actually is just notice that this was like the longest. Right? I just noticed that it was the longest. I'm still like, it's really weird, guys. Like, I'll spot the and much later because that's like one of our newer techniques. But it
pays.
It pays. It pays.
It's worth
off.
I will say this. It's worth noticing.
It's worth noticing.
It's worth a note. It's worth definitely putting that in there.
I would pay attention to it.
Yeah.
More times than not. All right. All of the following are true about open-end investment companies, except, right? So I'm going to go with the except the different one, right? But I can guarantee you this, if you've been studying, you know that open-end is a mutual fund. You know that continuously offering is open-end. And you also know that these are redeemable. So you know that in fact, the answer is B.
Right.
So we knew it was B going into the answers. We knew it was B going into the question.
Right.
We just confirmed it up with some content.
And that's what you want to do with these techniques. Look, if you're on the real exam, if you're doing this on your own and you're just drilling, I would pick B all day, especially if I didn't know what was going on.
I got no time.
Completely forgot. I'm just Dan Boyle hanging out there in Utah doing my quiz. And you know what? I'm just like, I don't know what's going on here. I can't remember.
So tired.
I remember the and thing. I'm picking B.
Yeah.
And then I figure out why that was. And then I'm moving on.
Exactly.
But if I'm in the real exam, I pick B and then I try to confirm it in the question to make sure that I'm right.
Exactly.
Just confirm it.
Exactly.
That's it. And that's why we look at answers first and then we look at the question.
And we basically just did Y right. We knew the answer was B. Why is it B?
Right.
That's what we just did.
Right.
All right. Cool.
It's so much easier.
Yes, it is. All right, guys. Series 65. So I have current assets, all assets, inventories, money markets. Now we talk about these two being opposite or similar, right? They're both talking about the same thing, right? So, I'm thinking maybe A or B. But check this out. The difference between the current ratio calculation and the quick asset ratio calculation is that the quick asset ratio excludes which of the following. Now, I know there was a lot of words in there, but basically the quick asset ratio excludes. That's our key words, okay? Guys, can you quickly count your inventory?
No, not usually quickly.
Right? It's taking out something, and inventory is an asset.
Yes.
It's definitely an asset.
That's what I got in stock.
But you can't count it quickly.
Nah, it takes a little bit of time.
Exactly.
Unless you're selling like 5 beans. Like if you're the 5 bean store and all you have is 5 beans, literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you might have a quick inventory.
Exactly. So because we can't count our inventories quickly, we're going to take out our inventories because actually assets are in both ratios because they say the current ratio anyways. But the answer is C. That one took a little bit of content, but
well, we're doing a little bit of content tonight, but
a little bit.
But also it's important to just plug in your common sense. Don't leave that outside the exam room.
No.
Come on. You know that inventories take a little bit longer, and maybe you were overlooking the fact that you just like, oh yeah, you can't do inventory real quick.
Yeah.
But see, that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we stay plugged in.
Because the idea here, and the reason why I did bring this question to mind, because if you are studying the 65 and was in our live session on Wednesday, we actually covered these two ratios. And the main thing to take away from that was that inventory is not in the quick asset. But that's just what I'm trying to reinforce those key words. What's the difference between the two? No inventory in the quick. See, that's how you apply the keywords. All right. All right, Series 63, I have a sheriff or a marshal, a trustee of an irrevocable trust, a court-appointed guardian, or a trustee in a bankruptcy. So I got trustees and trustees. Now, there's something very different or similar, like too much of the same. If there's a sheriff, a marshal involved, there's probably a bankruptcy involved.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And then a court appointed. So you guys kind of see how sheriff, marshal, court appointed, and bankruptcy kind of all flow the same. But an irrevocable trust has something to do with like.
And if you're putting guardian, I'm looking
death.
at a minor.
Right. So I'm going to say that this one is the one that stands out as being different.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's actually opposite or similar. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So let's read the question. The question says, transactions involving certain persons are included in the Uniform Securities Act definition of exempt transactions. Transactions involving which of the following persons would not be exempt, which basically says regular. Not exempt is plain old. Not exempt means plain, regular, nothing special.
Barista Joe.
Yes.
He's special. He makes brandies and macchiatos.
Hot.
But other than that, he's not doing any securities business. So he's just regular Joe.
Yeah. So
serving up regular cup of Joe.
yeah. So there you go, guys. The answer is B. See, kind of already knew it was B. So what's the most plain, boring one there? And if you guys are with me on your 26, you guys know that I always say that an exempt transaction is not normal. That's why it's exempt. A sheriff, a marshal, a court appointed, or bankruptcy, those are all forced transactions. It's not because you chose to do it, it's because somebody's making you do it.
Yeah, the court.
Yeah, basically. In
some
all
sort of law enforcement.
In all three of those, the court is making you do something.
Right.
All right. The falling cost of goods and services increased consumer spending. The economy enters an expansion or demand exceeds supply. Fun fact, didn't even notice this, but it's there. Now, I looked at falling cost. I looked at increased spending. I looked at enter expansion. So if I'm entering expansion, that means I'm on my way up.
Moving on up.
And demand exceeds supply, which means it's an up. So again, the only one different is the one that has the and in it. Am I right?
That's it. You have 3 ups and 1 down. Oh, you should probably look at the question.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're on the exam and we want to confirm that we were right.
That's right. Which of the following occurs during a period of deflation? Man, I can never get my Asians right. How about when your balloon deflates?
I can't wait for some good deflation. I can't wait for someone to let the air out of the balloon.
There you go.
I could really use some of that.
Right. There you go. Deflating a balloon.
Remember when like $200 worth of groceries used to mean something?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Now you can put it in your front seat of your car.
So next. Don't even want to go there. All right. Investing for customers based on their circumstances and objectives. Now, on the surface, that looks great, but it says investing for customers. Now, we make recommendations for customers, but we don't invest for them. Determining the suitability of various investments for individual customers. Now, this sounds good. I like this one, right? I'm going to determine suitability.
That sounds legit. It sounds like something that should be done.
Yeah. And I'm doing this for individual consumers. That sounds good.
That's exactly what you should be doing.
Sounds like my job.
Right.
Personally holding a customer's securities for a future transaction. Whoa.
personally holding.
That is frowned upon. That's not even straight face. That's
Here.
like no.
Hold on. I will hold this in my checking account until you're ready.
Can you please make it cash?
Yes.
I'll take 50,000 in cash. I'll hold it for future.
Hey, it's
No,
not, that doesn't sound sketchy at all.
No,
Don't worry about it.
No. Offering tax advice and assisting customers in completing tax returns. Last I checked, guys, this is a financial exam, not a tax exam.
By the way, we covered that last night.
We did actually. Fun fact. I didn't actually
remember
read
last
D.
night over and over again. We are not tax people.
Yeah, and you know what? I didn't even read D.
No, because you didn't need to.
I didn't need to, because which is the only one that I have a happy face for.
B.
That's right. B. So let's go to the answer though. Let's go to the question. I mean, it says, which of the following activities are a registered representative's responsibilities? Guys, say that tongue twister 10 times fast.
Which of the following activities are registered representatives' responsibilities? That is a hard one. Registered representatives' responsibilities. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's right, guys. It's B. It's the only one we happy faced. Guys, somebody told me that when they were doing their Series 6, actually, they played this game where they just, they went A, B, C, D, and they're like, that one didn't sound right. That's a happy face. Straight up, no, no. And they said, oh, then the answer's B, right? Because they did this on the test and it kept them like in the test.
Kept them entertained.
Kept them entertained. They passed. Kept them going.
Look, one of the biggest, if you've taken any of the exams, one of the biggest hurdles of the exam is staying focused.
Oh my gosh.
Staying focused and present in every question is a challenge.
I just want you to know that that's the F word in our house.
That's the challenge. Focus is the F word around here. No, staying focused in these exams is difficult, especially once you get into like the upper part of your exam. The words start to blur together. You didn't know you had dyslexia, but all of a sudden you have dyslexia because all of a sudden that you start feeling lethargic and tired. You got to keep yourself in the game. And if this is one of the games that keeps you in the game, do that.
Yes.
Do that.
Do it. It's fun. It's fun. All right. I have broker-dealer transaction fees. I have management fees. I have CDSCs, and I have sales charges applied at purchase. All right.
Sales charges applied at purchase sounds legit. I mean, right? That happens.
And look at SC. Sales charges. They're both sales charges. These are both sales charges.
Yeah.
And then we have
management fees.
2 fees, right?
Yeah.
Now, broker-dealer transaction fees sounds like this is going to be charged at the firm.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you guys were in our SIE live today and on Tuesday, you know that this is the fund, right? And this two, right? This two, I said this two. These two right here is the underwriter.
Got it.
Right. So so this is like our associations, right? The technique here is that there were 2 fees, right? There was 2 fees. And then the other technique was that these were 2 sales charges, right? So the answer is either A or B or C or D. Now, both C and D are talking about the underwriter. So we can cancel those out. These get canceled out because they're both the underwriter.
Right.
So now I'm going to look in this question and I'm going to look for the firm or I'm going to look for a fund. Does that make sense? All right. All right. The question says, which of these are part of the expense ratio of a mutual fund? Now, why would we couldn't put a broker-dealer expense ratio, a broker-dealer transaction fee as an expense of a fund? Does that make sense? Because that's a broker-dealer fee.
That's their problem.
And the management fee is the fund fee.
Yeah.
Fee fund fee.
Yeah. And so if you're studying for the SIE and you didn't know that, I would make a quick jaunt. I would say management fees are for
the fund.
There you go.
To manage the fund.
Right. What are you managing?
The
fund. Each fund has a manager.
Yes, they do.
Someone has to manage that fund.
Yes, they do.
Of that fund.
Yes. They have fun managing the fund.
And guess what? They don't do it for free.
No, they don't. They have.
Why? This is America.
Don't do this for free.
Come on.
Such a...
Why would we do that?
I don't.
No, we got to make our money because I just told you why. Because $200 worth of groceries used to mean something. Now we put it in the front seat of the car.
That's just milk.
Just saying. All right, everybody. I'm so glad that all of you have joined us tonight. Remember, stay consistent, get through it, stay present, have fun with this.
Yeah, let's have fun.
Have fun with it.
Fun.
It's only a drag if you make it a drag. Just because it's challenging doesn't mean it has to be painful.
Truth.
You understand? Like, you don't have to make it that painful.
Nah, man, it's fun.
All in perspective.
And it'll make you money.
Exactly. Right.
Groceries.
Groceries. And there we are, full circle again. All right, everybody, take care. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. We will see you on Monday or Sunday. So we'll see you guys.
Guys, thank you so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Don't forget to practice those keywords and techniques in your quizzes tonight and through the weekend. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.
Woohoo!